Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. It's another week in Mexico. This week in the festival playlist, we have a new Hot Wheels car. This is the Hot Wheels Firebird Trans Am. I really want to see what customization we've got, but before that, we need 20 points. Let's go and do it. If you're wondering what's in the Forzathon shop, don't worry about it. It's probably a waste of time. Oh, what a route! What a route! And across the line! 20 minutes later, the Hot Wheels Trans Am is ours. Let's go. It's got 1,000 horsepower, 600 foot-pounds of torque, 3,000 pounds it weighs only. Fun fact number one, it's actually mid-engine. Sorta, kinda. I don't think you'd be surprised to find out that this car is basically fully custom. If you remove the hood, you can see some of the insane work that's actually gone into this thing. The engine is like kind of in the middle of the car. Usually the engines for these things are about in line with the wheel. What a work of art. This wouldn't be an AR12 video without any fun facts about the Hot Wheels Pontiac Firebird. This is actually a real car. It was built by a guy named Riley Stair, I believe his name is, and he built this thing all by himself. The only thing he didn't do was paint it. Every single other part of this vehicle, he did it himself. Not at a professional garage, at his parents' house. He built this entire thing. It's actually a tube frame chassis. The only part of the actual Firebird that still exists is actually kind of the doors and some of the actual bodywork, and everything else is fully custom. He wanted to prove to people that he could actually build things. I think he did it. You, sir, have proved it. Anyways, back in 2020, he entered this thing in the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, which is basically where Hot Wheels goes all across the United States. A couple years ago, Hot Wheels actually extended it up to Canada and into the United Kingdom with the main goal of having their car, like the winner's car, turned into a real-life Hot Wheels toy. And long story short, this one. Probably one of the craziest things of them all is the guy who built this actually built it to drive it. Not to sit in a garage, not to sit in a car collection, but to actually drive it and to actually race it. That's why he moved the engine so far back for better weight distribution. He's got the suspension set up for track racing. He's got this awesome wide body kit, not to look awesome, but to fit fatter, wider tires on this thing so it could actually grip up on the racetrack. This is probably one of the coolest cars built in the past 5 or 10 years. It is unbelievable. I spoke about it before this car came out, and the only downside for this car is you can't actually drive it without the hood. The developers went in and spent all of this time and effort modeling out this beautiful engine bay, and the fact that you can't drive it like this sucks. No engine swaps for this thing. We can go in and make it all-wheel drive. Oh my God, I've just had a horrible idea. What if we make this a wannabe Hoonigan car? We will come back to that idea. Let me try and race it first. So we can twin turbo it, get it up to 1,200 horsepower. We can supercharge it and everything. You can have 1,400 horsepower. It is the Hoonicorn. Probably a bad idea though. It's already on full slick, so you can't actually upgrade the tire compound. What if I toss on rally tires for this thing and then go in and make it all-wheel drive? I think that's probably gonna be the best bang for buck in terms of actual upgrades. Our tire size, we can go up to 275 in the front and 345s. I think we might need to drag race this as well. How did one person make a Hoonigan car in their parents' garage? All right, and then I've got some engine spacers. I can bring out the wheels. Those look awesome, and those look awesome. This is one of the most insane cars I have ever seen. I can upgrade the brakes one notch. That's awesome. Then I can get rally suspension and drift suspension. A homemade Gymkhana car. But I actually have PI left over. Oh my. This is so dumb. I can't believe that this actually worked. 3,200 pounds, 1,200 horsepower. Last but not least, I need a spicy paint job. No way, we even have advanced painting groups. So paint group number 1 is the main body of the car, and paint group number 2... Oh, no way, it's the sun strip. Oh, that's awesome. I know it might be a little bit boring, but I'm kind of down to just make this thing full carbon fiber. And then some blacked out wheels. That looks so mean. Let's see if our upgrades actually made a big difference on this thing. Oh my god, this is gonna be sick. Was I correct by putting the rally tires on this thing and technically making the grip worse, but then upgrading the tire size to bring some of that grip back, and combined with all-wheel drive? I think I made the right choice. It's definitely got a little bit of understeer now, and it almost kind of feels like a Nissan GTR in the sense that it's almost easy to drive now, but this is awesome. It might actually be one of the best cars in Forza Horizon 5. I so didn't expect to say that today. Imagine when we're rocking those Goodyear full slicks and all-wheel drive. It's gonna be scary. I'm gonna need to go full aero on it, honestly. I love the way this thing takes corners. A literal 10 out of 10. Or is it? I think there is only one problem with this car, and let me explain. The Unicorn weighs 2,900 pounds. This one weighs 2,700 pounds. There's a little problem with the homemade Unicorn. There is no weight reduction, and I think that's the only problem with it. All this to say, I think this is going to be a little bit more disappointing on the drag strip than we think, but I will still give it a go. We've already got our fat tires. Toss the drag tires on there. 1,500 horsepower. We weigh 400 pounds more than the Unicorn. It's gonna be fast, but I don't know if it's gonna be that fast. I'm gonna say low 7s. I think it's just a little bit too heavy to go any faster than that. Oh, it's a little slow off the line, but no wheel spin at all. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What in the world was that? I'm gonna make this thing rear wheel drive, and I'm gonna try again. There's people in Twitch chat who are like, yo, Nick, why don't you just remove the roll cage? I hate to break it to you, but the roll cage is the car. If you remove the roll cage, you wouldn't really have a chassis. That is what a tube frame is. All right, so anyways, let's see rear wheel drive. We still get no wheel spin. Our gear shifts are awful, but it doesn't matter. It's too slow. That was even worse. No, all right, no, do not drag race this. I very quickly want to see what this thing can actually do as a race car with the Goodyear tires fully upgraded. I think it's gonna be a track weapon. We're in S2 class. Come on, Pontiac. Uh-oh. No, that's not the car I wanted to... Okay, well... maybe we're fast enough. Maybe we've got the race grip. Maybe the Unicorn is going to be the drag racy boy. And sorry, I do apologize. And I will be the race car boy. Honestly, it's pretty crazy that both cars are actually so similar. I've got to assume, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got to assume all of the extra weight in this thing is actually from the chassis itself. I assume the Unicorn is built with like lightweight metals, whether that be like aluminium or I don't know, any other lightweight metals. And this is probably built with like steel, I would assume, just based off the fact that I know it's like regularly welded. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's my assumption. Anyways, all this to say, it actually feels oh my god, we are miles and miles in... We were miles and miles in front. Chat says the Unicorn is titanium and carbon fiber. That would do it. This thing 100% takes the race car title. This thing's awesome. I'm blown away by this thing. I really want to go drift it. Let's go. That was incredible. We just beat the AI by 5 seconds. The Unicorn finished in 8. I'm gonna just build my own homemade Unicorn and we're gonna find out. So I'm going back with my drag racing tires. They're already super thick tires. And then you know what? You know we're going try hard for drifting when we get the Dino Nuggies. You know we're doing it. The only other thing I need is just some drift suspension to get that extra angle. I'm gonna go 4-speed gearbox as well. We are going all in. We are not the Hoonicorn. We are the Hoonibird. The Firecorn. Oh, that's such a good name. DJ says that's a little corny. Oh, fair. I'm feeling kind of in the mood for this drift zone. My personal best, 238,000. In we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's heavy. Whoa. Okay, immediately you can feel that it weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. I was expecting something that would just snap into the corner and go. And it was like the thing was in slow motion. What was that? It's actually getting some pretty decent points considering it's actually not that insane. 226,000 on its first attempt. If I wanted it to do it, I've just got to send it harder. But you can kind of see how just quickly it loses its speed. Pushing. Push, 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 push. Look at that angle. It's really good. But it's just not that good to be like the best car I've ever driven. 233,000. I'm gonna give it one more attempt. Okay, that felt like a good start. Bring on the angle. That was too much angle. Okay, do it again, do it again, do it again. I think this attempt might actually be worse. I went for too much angle. What a ridiculous car. Oh, oh. 237. Are you kidding me? I cannot urge you enough. Go and unlock this car. It is unique. It is different. It is fun. And I promise you will enjoy it.